Hey, Adam Culbertson here. Before we begin, we got a promo from another independent podcast, so when you finish this episode, make sure you go and check them out.
Hi, I'm Mike, the storyteller for Tales of Asperon. On this clear night, you find yourself at a makeshift camp within the Whiteleaf Wood. Beside you, an older gentleman sits on a log with a book, writing of its own accord. The light from the stellar rings surrounding the planet bring a pleasant glow to this person's scarred face.
This story is about four young folks who cross paths in the simple town of Homestead, on the frontiers of Asperon. Together, these kids save a poisoned man on the street, believing him to be a hero of sorts. Little did they know, this kindness would unravel their lives into a heap of trouble. You see, Asperon is filled with danger. The Hearthlands will melt your body to its very bones, and titanic beasts roam the jungles and forests. Though the frontier is the worst of all. It has no kings, queens, or country, just people. People who will take whatever they want. The frontier, well, it's where heroes are forged. And I hope these kids have what it takes to make it through the fire.
Hello, adventurers. If you enjoyed that preview of our 5th edition Real Play podcast, check out our website at www.toapodcast.com. You can also find us on Apple, Google, Spotify, and most of the other free podcasting apps.
Steel your mind for eldritch horrors of the universe unknown. For what is to follow is a tale of intrigue, mystery, and madness. You're listening to Microphones and Monsters.
Yeah, and you're able to do that, and you feel full.
You have no idea how good that felt after not having anything to satiate that feeling. Oh, that was good. Okay, I need to stop. I don't want to take too much. Go ahead and put the glove back on.
Very well. Yeah. So, meta-wise, you will roll a roll for like a regular, just a regular health potion. Whenever you, if you do that in the future, for HP.
Got it. Cool. Sorry that kind of took long, but I wanted to play that.
Yeah,
out.
No, that's
cool.
No, it's great as long as you don't take that whole scene out of context.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
now I'm extra glad that Victor didn't get hit, but because then he'd have to like eat dead people and life. It would just be such a hassle.
Yeah, but then you could eat the live people and make them dead people that you could eat.
You can drain them first.
That doesn't make
you
me
can drain them.
comfortable.
Think of how sustainable your eating will be.
Like you get twice as much out of every victim.
The whole buffalo.
Every source of food. Yeah, the whole thing.
See, you just drain the person of all their blood, and then you have jerky.
Yeah,
you're your own dehydrator now.
You're your own dehydrator. It's free real estate.
All right. Yeah. So it does seem that fresh blood or fresh-ish blood should work for you.
Yeah, I see that.
Have fun.
Yeah. I'm gonna go have a lie down, and I need a little bit to process information. Uso, I'll see you I'll see you tomorrow. Sorry, I was just I was a little bit hasty. Next time I will be more upfront about that.
It's no issue.
Good. Okay. Again, thank you very much. And yeah, I might do some work while I'm here. Yeah, I'll head out. Thank you both.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and put my mask back on and leave.
And whenever Victor and Aleister went outside, what were y'all going to do?
Well, I was trying to
Aleister
get
went into-
Victor's help in finding a library.
Yep. So, I mean, do we see anyone on the street?
Oh, yeah. There's people walking around doing their normal stuff.
Is that just walk up to some random person and be like, "Excuse me, is there a library around here?"
Well, of course, there's a library right there. And it seems like there was a building that's there that wasn't there before when you were looking around. And there's a library with a big sign that says
Interesting.
library.
Thank you so much. Library for Aleister.
Oh, well, okay. Well, thank you, Victor. I guess you are free to go about and do whatever it is you wanted to do, I suppose.
All right, I'll see you later.
And I'll go ahead and go off to the library.
Okay. What are you looking for in the library?
I mean, the same thing I'm always looking
Answers.
for. I mean, yes, answers. Mostly any information that I can find concerning Tulsha,
Okay.
since that still seems to be my current route.
Okay. So you go in and it's this expansive library. Like it's massive. I would say similar to the DDA library in a way. And yeah, there's books on everything, it seems like.
Cool. Well, I'm going to try and just glean whatever information I can concerning Tulsha. Also, is there maybe any nice, like, reading nook or something with, like, pillows kind of strewn about?
You start looking around and yeah, it's not too far away from you and you see one.
Okay, cool. Well, any books that I maybe find, I'll just take over there, like, kind of curl up on a pillow and just kind of, like, prop the book up in front of me so that I can read it while laying there. And probably take some occasional naps there too. Sounds very nice.
And just by chance, there's sun coming in the window right next to that little nook. There's like a natural light coming in.
This is very nice.
And are you looking for any information in particular?
Well, in particular, like all of my efforts will really be kind of revolving around like Tulsha and time manipulation. In any hope to try and find either some type of methodology or allusion to the possibility of returning people who have died.
Okay. So you do come across some stuff about possible travel, like dimension travel, time travel, stuff like that. And it kind of revolves around the Silver Key. And being able to use it to go back.
Interesting.
But it's really hazy because I guess your understanding so far and what you're reading in the book is that there's a lot of different universes and
suppose that would stand to reason.
Yeah. And some of them are so similar that you can't even tell the difference, while others are very, very different. So you have that as well.
So I guess one other thing I want to try and look up in light of that is, I guess, trying to find something concerning like the bounds of Tulsha's knowledge. Like if Tulsha's knowledge encompasses all realities and not just necessarily one or a few or necessarily anything like that.
Yeah, he doesn't.
And again, this is all just kind of like off the cuff kind of questions that may or may not ever be written in a book. It's just stuff that Aleister's looking for.
Yeah, and I'm thinking of stuff that you're putting together from other things as well. Your experiences, what you've read before, what you're reading in these new books that cover multiple different topics that are in this little pocket realm that you're in. That's created by this being that is Ileana. That's all you know. But you see a lot of terminology like involving a shield and the different universes as being called shields from the source. And Tulsha and other beings have come through and they have consumed these shields trying to go on to the next one. But they don't have like Tulsha doesn't have access to every single one. It's just
okay.
You're gleaning from everything that you know and what you're reading now.
Mm-hmm. Well, that is definitely good information.
And I think that's all I got for you.
Well, and between napping and everything else, I suppose there's also probably some desire while we're here of going around, get fish, whatever else like that. And that's probably going to mostly be it. Like when I feel I've probably exhausted the library, at least to the extent that that I find it useful, I'll probably mostly just lounge about, like eat fish and nap. That's about it.
Okay.
What is Victor?
Yeah, Victor. What is Victor gonna do?
Well, Victor's curious just how much stuff he could get. Because Victor's much more down to earth and practical than the other two.
On this episode of Ghoul Eats.
Yeah. And so Victor might head back to the store and look around and see if there's anything else that's like useful there. Because now we kind of know what's going on. And Victor wants to be prepared for things. So like Victor's going to see, I know you said before there weren't healing potions at the store. But Victor's concerned for his health.
Yeah.
You know, and not always.
Rightfully so.
Yeah. And so he'd look for stuff like that. Don't know if it's too much to ask for a bag of holding so that he wouldn't have to worry. Because Victor carries a lot of stuff around, like in like a backpack type pouch thing as well. You know, it's not just, you know, a flowy trench coat. Like he's got stuff with him. He's got cooking utensils and stuff. And he wants, more or less, I'd like a bag of holding if there's one there, because then he could put all the stuff in. If not, it's fine. You can even cut this request out. But if we're in a magic town in the middle of a magic forest with a pretty blue sky and a lady that'll give us whatever we want.
So you're looking for potions and a bag of holding.
Yeah, that, and also like just like the food she was talking about. I don't know if there's going to be a selection like there was in the crypt of possible like insights that people might have or something like that. But if nothing else, Victor would like to sort of flesh out the rations a little bit. He's got plenty, but he'd like to be able to not have to worry about it. And so he'd like to keep a good supply. And again, I'd like a bag of holding just because I've got so much stuff that I know that technically we play with varied encumberment. But, you know, I'm imagining Victor's like one of those creepy people in like the junkyard in Labyrinth, just like with stuff stacked up on his back. And so he's looking for something to make life a little bit easier, and make him more mobile, make him more effective, that kind of stuff.
Mobile, and then agile, and lethal.
Yeah.
All right. So as you're walking back to the general store that you had been in before, you notice on the way there that there's an apothecary.
Oh, okay. I'll duck in there then.
And they have like a bunch of different kinds of herbs and bottles of potions, and you do recognize health potions in there.
All right. Excuse me. Is there a shopkeeper? There's an apothecary person there.
Yes,
right?
there
not
is.
just a
There's
store with no one in it.
there
Okay.
is a
Okay.
there's an orc in there.
Okay. It's like, excuse me. I was wondering if maybe you had any health potions, available today.
Well,
They're on the menu.
yeah, we do.
Is there a way I could have a few or purchase them from you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. What can you do?
You mean payment wise, or like fun cartwheels?
Well, I don't want your money. But I don't know. What do you have to offer?
I could probably cook you the best meal you've had in years.
You know what? You got a deal.
All right. So Victor will cook this nice gentleman whatever he
Well,
wants.
it's a
whatever
woman.
ingredients he has.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Sorry. You didn't specify.
It assumed on the voice.
And with the voice, it wasn't really.
did you just
I don't know what
assume
orcs
it
sound like.
clear.
Thank you for subverting expectations. I love it.
Oh yeah,
No, I'm
no,
just
that's
joking.
fine. That's fine. Victor would love to cook this nice lady. A
Okay.
dinner. He'll take her to see a play. Well, the last one didn't
Yeah,
turn
that's
out very
what
well.
goes so well.
Don't exactly have a good history with plays.
Mm-hmm.
No, you can't write him off completely.
Maybe like some Def Jam poetry. That might go well.
So yeah, what is Victor cooking for this lovely orc?
I don't know.
Probably wild boar.
Beef Wellington.
Challenging.
Yeah, I
Challenging.
mean whatever she'd like. If she doesn't have a preference, Victor can just look in her icebox in stores and figure something
She
out.
doesn't live there.
Why no?
I just work here.
I feel like that should be a line of like every NPC from now on.
You know what I haven't had in a while? And I just thought of it. Roasted owlbear.
All right, sounds good. Just point me to the kitchen. The closest kitchen that I'm able to use.
She points out the door, and you look outside, and there's like this stage set up, and there's this oven on the stage, and
You're on a cooking show.
It's Victor Live.
and you get
Yep, so Victor would go out.
three health potions.
Okay, is that regular health potions?
Yeah,
Greater
regular.
health potions. Regular.
Yes, just gonna be regular.
3. All right, cool. And Victor
Uh-huh.
whips up this woman, the best, whatever you said,
Roasted
Yeah.
owlbear.
Roasted owlbear.
roasted owlbear. You know, he goes out there. He's working up I guess he sweats. He's got to have sweat glands.
Yeah, he does.
He's working up a sweat. You know, just like the hot oven. You know.
Or if you don't have sweat glands, you're just panting the whole time. Just
No, he's got sweat
He
glands.
turns into a proximity of a human
But yeah,
that has
he
sweat
cooks
glands.
that up for her and brings it back into the apothecary shop. And-
oh no! You don't stop there.
Oh, okay.
So you start cooking up on this stage, and she comes out of the shop. Like everybody comes up, and they're watching you cook, and they're cheering you on, and you're cooking the fuck out of this food.
Oh yeah.
And then
I make enough for everybody.
like as you finish cooking that, you see a big chunk of meat that you get a good whiff of it, and it smells delicious to you, unlike the owlbear and everything. And you notice that it's humanoid flesh, and you start whipping it up, and the crypt folk and the crowd is cheering. And,
Wait.
and everything like
They're
that.
happy that I'm cooking the meat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unusual. They're all like, "What are you doing? You're wrong."
No, it smells so good.
You just
I don't know why
wait till
they
I
did
get
that.
done. And after I'm done cooking the meat and the crypt folk are all skeptical, I'll take a bite and wait to see what happens. And tell me what happens.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. There's no memories.
No,
Nothing.
no memories.
But how does it
Interesting.
taste?
Oh, it tastes delicious.
After I cooked it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'll be like, just give it a try, just one bite, and I'll hand it to the couple of crypt folk in the crowd.
Oh, and they're eating and they're like, take a bite and then look at each other and they're like, oh man, that's really good. I've never thought about cooking it before. It's so good.
I know it's the best thing I've ever tasted.
Oh man, I want more of this. It just melts in your mouth.
That guy's the greatest guy ever.
You've got to keep that guy here.
And everybody just starts cheering. They're like, yeah,
Victor can never leave.
yeah, Victor Stodge.
Aww. Bet this makes Victor feel very happy.
I'm sure it would.
And you just cooked for this audience.
Yep.
Owlbear and
Victor has found
Mystery
his
meat.
calling
Mystery me.
to be a chef personality.
yeah.
And so I'm assuming that would die down after everyone ate.
Oh yeah. And their stomachs are full. Like you just got in the zone and you were cooking like all evening.
Oh, yeah. Very relaxing.
Or all afternoon, I guess.
Cool. Is there a bag of holding?
I guess you would have made yourself some rations.
Yeah, no, I would have taken that and I would have portioned it all out. So I don't know how many rations you want to give me, but I would have cooked every bit of it and made it,
I would say after everybody had their fill and everything, you had enough to get another 4 days worth of rations left over out of the meat that was there.
Awesome.
And also, like you're just like, oh man, I wish I had more room. And you,
'Cause I'm having trouble putting.
You're
the
trying to
rations away.
shove your, you're getting prepared to just shove these rations into your pack or like unpack your pack to get the rations in the ration place and all that kind of stuff. And you realize that your pack is just like a hole. Like you open it up and it's just like a hole.
But the hole.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah. It's still a bag, but it's just like,
That's weird.
yeah.
I'm going to reach in and see if I can pull out a lamp like Mary Poppins.
All right, and you reach in there and you pull out a lamp.
Well, that's unusual. Didn't expect there to be a lamp in there.
Well, did you have a lamp in your bag?
No, I meant like a lamp, like a Mary Poppins, like a floor lamp. I was just making
Like
a
a
joke.
floor.
Oh, I thought you had like a little lamp
like a
or
floor
something in
lamp.
your bag. No,
Actually,
it would have to be
I
something
don't have a
that's
lamp
in
at
your
all.
bag.
I got dark
Oh,
vision,
okay.
so I'm good. No. I mean, if that's the way we're gonna go, then I'd Victor would be a little bit confused, and then he'd like reach in and like try to feel around, and I maybe like feel like his favorite pan, and like just sort of pull it out and like look at it and be confused.
Yeah, as soon as like you're reaching around and it's just like empty, and then you think your favorite pan, and then you grab it and then you pull it out.
Oh,
We
sweet!
pull out 50 feet of rope, just keeps going.
I have 50 feet of rope. 50 feet of H rope, which I don't know what that
hempen
means.
Hempen rope.
Ah, there we go. Yep. So I've got 50 feet of rope.
Yep.
Cool. And so I'm not quite sure why this is happening. And I don't know who to ask. Yeah.
Steven knows, but Victor.
Yeah. Victor's a little confused.
And your bag feels so much lighter.
Yeah. And Victor will think on it a little bit. Like he'll spend like a little while like afterwards just like kind of confused, and then it'll just probably slowly come to him that, oh, whatever her name is made it magic for me because I wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll just assume that's what happened and that everything will be okay.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good.
Awesome.
And did you want anything else? Or did you need anything else?
Moment, I'm writing it down so I don't forget. Changing a backpack of holding.
Yeah, there you go.
A nappy of holding, if you will.
A nappy.
I will not. No, I think Victor Victor might want to go to the HP store. And
HP store.
and just get like 10 more.
Excuse me, yes, I need to between 9 and 10 HP. How much would that cost me?
Yeah. How much does that cost? Can I exchange gold for HP? I have over 150.
Doesn't work like that.
I didn't think so. I mean, let me glance at this just random list of
like you'd be like,
equipment.
I want to be buff, and then no, it doesn't work.
I want to be a real boy.
Yeah, you can't make yourself human here.
Wait, you mean I can't alter self?
No, you
I
can
already
do
did
that, but you can't permanently make yourself human because you want it.
I figured that. No, I don't.
It does
think,
have its limitations.
I think the trench coat's probably, and my clothes are probably dirty. In fact, because Victor realized he had this magic bag, what he might do is he might see if he can get a nice set of human clothes and get his normal clothes laundered. Because they're probably very dirty and bloody at this point.
Very stained.
So get his trench coat, hat, and his regular clothes cleaned, and maybe even just a pair of clothes for all of the different types of beings he can become. So get some clothes that'll fit a larger gnome, I guess. You know, a goblin, a bugbear, a tabaxi. You know, it's like a thing for a tail. You know, and just get like a set of clothes. So if he somehow does manage to do that, he can also wear clothes that are appropriate in case there's some sort of undercover thingy he needs to do, that he's wearing the appropriate thing. I think that makes sense.
Yeah, and that's totally reasonable. And you come across a tailor and a dry cleaner. We'll just say that. I don't know what the fuck it would be called.
I just like the idea that there's just this old
a wash
medieval
house
village, and you just like walk into one of them. It's just like an actual dry cleaner's like.
It's a laundromat with a bunch of washers and dryers.
You better make sure you keep your ticket.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want me to act out any of that, or
no? I'm
okay.
We can if you want to.
We can if you want to. Don't have to.
Yeah. No, I think we'll be fine. Victor would have been very polite to the person laundering his trench coat and fedora and his regular clothes, and
they even gave you a nice, like, really soft robe to wear.
Oh, how sweet, to cover up my horrifying wraps.
Yeah,
because no one wants to look.
Well,
at
they
them.
don't know that you're covered in wraps.
They do if I took my clothes off.
Well, yeah.
But not
well,
if I'm wearing a
they
robe.
would have given it to you before you taken your clothes off.
I have to strip naked in the store, and then they give me a robe.
They have a closet. Yeah, I mean not a closet, but like a changing room kind of deal.
Yeah, so Victor would do that with his newfound backpack of holding. He would get his regular clothes cleaned and get a set of clothes for the types of people he can become, so that he's not wearing unusually baggy clothes or anything like that.
Okay.
And I think that's about all he would do. Then he would just go wherever they're going to sleep. I imagine there's some sort of inn that will appear out of nowhere and welcome them in. And he will try to go to sleep as a human. He'll go to bed for the night. And
and they have a room. They have a room for you. You don't even have to pay for it.
I'm gonna roll for it. Oh, come on, really?
Well, you did all your good rolls, man.
Okay, I double checked the paperwork for how it works, and it's just an intelligence check plus my proficiency bonus. And so whatever I roll plus 3. So I rolled a 6. I roll a 3, I get 6. So he might become a little bit human, I guess.
You were trying to become human.
Yeah.
All right.
He's not really
6.
upset. He just had a good day, and it would make him
Yeah.
feel better.
I'll say your head changed to human,
Oh,
to where like you look in a mirror and you see a human face, but like the rest of you's fine, but you got a human face.
there we go.
So it's kind of comforting to you.
Yep. And then Victor will just go to bed in a nice warm bed and fall asleep with no nightmares.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be the end of Victor's day of fun.
Okay. And I guess we'll go back to Julian now. You had left the house and you were wanting to go do something.
Yeah, I was going to go ahead and set up or find a place anyway to set up the my alchemy kit so I could start brewing some of those potions.
You actually find a lab that has all the equipment you would need.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the.
You don't even
lab.
have to pull out your alchemist kit.
I'm gonna
It's got a sign that says "Welcome, Julian."
welcome, Dr. Cottage.
Yeah.
Okay, then I will go to that, and then I'll start making the potions, and marveling at the fact that I don't have to try very hard now. This place has everything.
Yeah. You're able to like how many are you wanting to make in this day? Reasonable number.
I'd say like maybe 2, 3 if I got some time.
I'll say you can make 4.
Okay, I'll make 4 then.
And with that, like you got multiple stations, and you're able to do something here while you're waiting on that. You could do something the next one while you're waiting on that. Do something on the next one, and you got multiple stations cooking up potions for you.
Got like an assembly.
You have
line.
some people come in and they're like, "Hey, do you need any help?"
No.
I can get stuff for you.
Actually, now that you mention it, I'm. Oh God, I'm gonna see if this plays out like the way I thought it was. Can you find me some? What do you have in the way of metal here?
Metal.
Okay,
We got all kinds of metal.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out the blueprints for the mech suit. I'm just be like, okay, do you think you could get me enough metal to where I could shape a pseudo armor similar to this?
I'll see what I can come up with, but that looks like it'd be a task that'd be longer than. It wouldn't be a short amount of time to make that.
No, not make, but gather enough material to start anyway.
Oh yeah. You can do that.
Yeah, do that if you could, please.
You mind if I get more people?
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. I mean, anyone you need.
Okay, yeah. Cool. Yeah, we got some welders. We got all kinds of people out here.
Yeah. Do you need anything?
What do you got to offer?
I'm good at, and I'll just kind of put it out. I'm good at making potions. I'm something of a doctor. I'm good at treating people. Not really good in the ways of.
Can't even think of the last time I was sick.
Yeah. Well, I mean, or checkups, or
You got any fun potions?
Fun potions.
You can make them fly.
I've got some stuff I've got one thing that I made the other day that will it'll make you turn into basically anything you've seen before. So you can alter your appearance to kind of look like whatever you want to look like, as long as you have seen it before.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, cool. And so I'll give him one of the elixirs of transformation.
Okay. Yeah, he pockets it. He puts it in a little pouch.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get some folks together and we'll start putting this together. Do you mind if I take the blueprints?
Let me make some notes real fast. So I've got a hard copy on it. This is the only copy I have. So let me jot.
Oh yeah.
Let me jot this down into the book, and then I can give you, or I can make a copy of it, and I can give you that copy.
Yeah, just a copy's fine. Yeah,
sure. Yeah, I can do a copy for you.
Yeah, there's a copying machine right over there.
Copy machine.
It's just like a box with a guy sitting in it with like a pen, like in parchment.
A little goblin named Xerox.
Well, you remember
Xerox.
the box that copied in the whatchamacallit? The copying box
In the sheriff's office.
in the sheriff's office. Yeah,
Oh,
they made copies of the paperwork for you.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so you're
There
looking
is-
around and you see a box that looks very similar to that box in the sheriff's office.
Back in
Okay.
the before time, in the long ago.
Before time.
I'll start making some copies with the copy box.
Making
Yeah.
copies.
There you go.
Copies.
Julian.
The Cottage Meister.
The Julster.
Dr. Reno.
Oh, man. Oh my god. Okay, I'll make copies of the blueprints for the suit.
All right. Yeah, it successfully makes the copies and you're able to give him a copy of the blueprint.
All right. Yeah, cool. All right, I'll go ahead and do that. Oh man.
All right.
Oh man, Rob Schneider is a little slept on. Like, he's a little funny. He's not like, a comedy prodigy, but I will chuckle anytime.
Oh
I see
yeah,
stuff.
absolutely.
2 words. Surf ninjas.
Oh yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Can't buy knives.
Is there anything else anybody wants to do?
I think that pretty much sums up like where Aleister's head's at anyway.
Okay. All right. And I'm guessing Aleister's just going to stay in the library all night.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
not
napping
much
there.
reason to leave if he can get fish there.
All right. And even no matter how much time passes, there's light coming in that window.
Like seriously, like no reason to leave.
Yeah.
Do I really care that much about Evangeline?
It's that dumb bit from the Scary Door for Futurama. Finally, I have all the time to read my books. Glasses fall off and break. Oh, it's not fair. There was time now.
Oh, and as the day continues to go on and you're making your potions, Julian, that guy eventually does come back and he's like, "Hey, we're gathering everything and doing it up in the shop, like next door to this building." Yeah, if you go and check that out, they're bringing these pieces of metal, and you got the blacksmith working, you got somebody like working it all together, and like it looks like they're building something in this shop.
Okay. All right.
But it's slow. It's a slow process.
Yeah. Do you guys need any help? As soon as I'm done making some stuff in the lab, I can kind of help you guys out over here.
No, I think we got this. It might take a while, but I think we got it. This is fun. We haven't done anything like this in a while.
Yeah, no, it looks it looks beautiful. As I stare longingly at the soon to be completed suit.
Oh, it's not even close to being done.
Not soon to
Not
be,
soon
but
to
like
be.
at least started
Yeah.
suit. I'm just looking at it like, I'm
You
gonna do horrible things with you.
you imagine at the time that it would take to build this and build all the components and everything that it needs that's on the blueprints. It's going to take longer. It's going to take way longer than a day to get it done. But it looks like they're having fun and they're just putting it together for you.
I would say that if I was a more awful human being than I currently am, I would get Victor to see if he could use his time powers over here to accelerate the time.
Hold on. Victor
Oh, Aleister.
This is great.
Aleister, sorry.
This place is awesome.
Victor has time powers now.
Watch, I'll make
Time
it
powers
yesterday.
now.
Watch.
It's like the cut commercial or the cut videos of them making food. Like Victor will put like a roast in the oven and then 5 seconds later pull it up and it's like a fully cooked roast. No time has passed.
But eventually you do get tired, Julian, and you've made your 4 potions for the day. And if you don't have anything else you're doing besides that, you would eventually get tired and want to sleep.
Okay, I'll gather my potions and then I didn't really think about sleeping arrangements. I guess we'll see if there's like a inn or something I could sleep at.
Oh yeah, you step outside and there's totally an inn.
Was the inn there before?
No.
Okay.
Of course not.
Okay. I'll walk up into the convenient inn.
Mm-hmm.
I would like a room, please.
We've already got one prepared for you. Your friend's already asleep upstairs.
Okay. I'll
Oh, you have your own room though.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure.
You can have anything you want, but you have to share a room.
So nope, not happening. I'll go somewhere else.
You need a
Wow, this
nightcap?
place
Yeah.
sucks.
No. Actually, I'm I'm not thirsty right now.
Okay. Well, have a good night.
You do the same. Thank you.
Hello, Aleister here. Well, this episode was actually quite nice. I admit all the important stuff kind of happened up there toward the front, so I kind of took a nice cat nap through the rest of it. I kind of caught up on some sleep that I was lacking. You know, I have to get my standard, 20 hours a day in. But, some very important things in those first 10 minutes or so. We find, that there are many, many universes, and I kind of wonder to myself if I might be able to just get a very similar Evangeline, but at the same time, no, that wouldn't really be the same. Even if they were almost identical, they're not really the same, not really mine. And I have to wonder about these shields. Is it something that's trying to keep them away from the source, or keep things in the source? I really kind of want to know more, especially because I get the feeling I may need to get into this myself to achieve my goals. And I can only imagine what the other two are up to in the meantime. I mean, surely Victor was probably out causing some kind of scene, and Julian probably leeching off of this place to fulfill some kind of tech-based fantasy or something. I don't really know, but in either case, it was a good nap. All of our music is written and produced by Marco Mazzei of Fallen Highway Studios. Please check us out at Microphones and Monsters, where there are links to all of our social media and all of our podcatchers. And maybe go onto Patreon, see if you can maybe give us a little support there. We do have a lot to offer. You can get all of our episodes ad-free there, as well as some bonus content. But thank you again for listening in, and I hope you join us next time on Microphones and Monsters.